Alright, it's another day. Another day to farm some Hoard. So we're gonna change the dancer and we're gonna go and go find some Hoard because it's always the funnest thing to do in Final Fantasy XIV. By the funnest thing to do, I mean like the fourth unfunnest thing to do. There's unfunner things to do, but this is up there. It's up there with not being very fun. Didn't do it yesterday because I was doing crafting and sitting in that one area, a cult. But, you know, I want to keep the doing at least 50 a day kind of going. So since I didn't do it yesterday, I'm going to have to make up for it today. Also tempted to go do some Hoard, or not Hoard, but the what's it called? Pot farming, but I already did a decent amount of pots today. Pot like 7 or so. So yeah, we'll just knock out this 100. Call it a day. Cause I want to be done by 2 AM. It's already midnight. Really, I wanted to get like 150 done today, but I think it would take too long and I started really late. But slowly, I am making it towards that goal. I wanted to do more. So today I did some crafting in the moon. I got at least 25k points in culinary and done. Maybe I didn't do it all today because I did a lot of extra yesterday and I got kind of some today done. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't farm 125k, but I did some extra yesterday. I've been kind of like doing a little bit more on the moon than I have been other times, and I've definitely been doing a lot more pots in general. I think I averaged it out, and then the last like 8 days or so, I've been averaging about 11 pot fates a day, which is pretty good. Because the goal for me is to do 5 a day of those. Honestly, if I'm going at the pace of like 11 a day, I could probably up that a little bit and be done before 7.4. Because that would be nice if I got it done before 7.4. I do kind of want, like, it's insane. I'm not going to do this because it would be too insane. But if I could get this Hoard done before 7.4, that would be amazing. But, like, that's too many Hoard. Yeah, I mean, like, if I just ripped off the band-aid of, like, one of these achievements, then maybe, like, I'm not going to finish the moon achievements until the next moon area comes out. So I'm probably going to stop when I get to like 425k points for each of the jobs. And I mean, I still have like a long way to go with that. Like, I think most of the jobs, except for like the Discipline of Land ones, are kind of hovering around 200k at the moment. Some of them are a little bit above 200k. A lot of them are like 175k. I think like Alchemist is at like 225k. But yeah, I think because the next area I will definitely get a little bit of points in. I don't want to like farm it out completely, but I think if I stop at like 425k on each of the jobs, I will have some buffer for the next zone, so I won't waste those points 100%. But I'll still have to probably grind out a little bit. But I mean, I still might have to like do some extra grinding for like all the little knickknacks that you can get from all the stuff, but I think like having 75k left on each job is probably good enough. And then I'll just like finish when the next zone's out. Because I think there's only going to be one more zone of the moon stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But like if I'm going at the pace I've been going at, I'll probably be able to get 425k on each of the jobs before 7.4. Maybe I'll actually kind of push to try and get the pot fate done. That would be really good if I could get the pots done. Though. Yeah. I think that would be for the best because like even if they add something to the pots in the next zone, I'm not gonna be too worried about it. I'll just do some extra pots if I have to. Waste a little bit because just getting that pot fate will be good relief off my mind. And I also, now that they announced that there's gonna be like a new frontline map, I want to get the Natum completed. So today was Natum day for frontlines, and I forced myself to do at least 2 frontlines matches, and I got lucky and I cleared both the frontlines matches. So I'm like a little bit closer to finishing that like 300 Natum achievement for frontlines. But I'm still 25 away from getting 300 clears of that. And I have been I've been working on this for like, it feels like 5 years at this point. I don't know when it came out. It's probably not 5 years, but maybe it has been. Like, I'm not sure if it came out like during Endwalker or if it came out during Stormblood. Because if it was during Stormblood, then it has probably, or not Stormblood, but during Shadowbringers. Because it actually has been like a really long time if that's the case. But yeah, I've been like, I just don't want to do frontlines. Like eventually I will just, you know, pull off the band-aid and do it. But it's just like one of my least favorite things to do in this game. It's just like a miserable experience. Like even more miserable than doing that. Because it's like, I feel like I have no, well, if I had like someone to do it with, where we could just like be super OP and like carry the team, then it would be okay, but like, I don't know. I'm not that good at PvP. And it just feels like such a waste of time. But eventually I need to get like 1,000 clears on each of the nations, and closest to Maelstrom, getting 1,000 of those done. And probably with the new map, I'll just pull off the band-aid and get that done. While it's relevant and people are queuing and it's brand new and all that stuff. So many achievements I want to get done though. Not enough time. Especially since I actually am not like botting this shit. And I'm doing this all manually, so I don't have enough time to do everything I want to do. There's a few other achievements I need to keep working on, and I haven't been like doing the weeklies of the turn-ins. I forgot what it's called. Custom deliveries, I think is what it's called. The one in Shalani, the train one, I need to work on. Like I got her done, and I think I got like 60 things turned in, but I still need like 140 or 110 more, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it's less than that. It's probably like 90. I think it's 150 for the complete achievements. How long have I been doing this for? For today, I've been doing this for only 11 minutes. So not too long. I do want to get 100 done, and it's gonna take me probably another like hour and a half to get it done. I'm assuming I only got like 10 hoards done today so far. Like, how long have I been doing it total? Let's see, I've gotten 20,000, 21,000 done, so like, total I spent like too many minutes, because I think I'm at a pace of doing one a minute. But today I've only done like 11, and I'll go for like the next hour and a half or so, because I want the 100 done today. But yeah, this is an achievement there. You do a little bit every day, get it done eventually. It's not the worst thing, but it's definitely a lot of just running around. And I've been trying to entertain myself by talking to myself about achievements. If no one's in chat talking to me. Or I just watch something, but today I don't have anything I'm watching currently. But yeah, actually, let me see what I'm at. So I started streaming like 13 minutes ago, so I should be, I'm guessing at like 12 or so far. I'll check after I get out. So if I'm going at a pace of 1 a minute, that means I should have like 12 or 13 done. Watch, I'm only gonna have like 7 done. 11. That's about on pace. It is dedication, but it's also just my broken brain wants to get all the achievements in this game, so I'll work on it. And to be perfectly honest, this isn't the worst achievement to farm. Like, at least this is like I'm going in and I'm you know, running around and I'm hitting buttons and I'm doing stuff. Like mooncrafting is much worse for me. It's just like I sit there and hit a macro every like 20 seconds or so, and I want to fall asleep in between that, you know, during that 20 seconds of not doing anything. At least this, I'm like constantly moving and doing stuff. But I am dedicated, that is for sure. I have a goal. Oh, and there's not even a horde on this part. You know, I'm just gonna go up. At least it's only 100 today instead of the 150 that I was originally planning to do earlier, you know, when I was more ambitious today, but it's too late and I don't want to spend basically 3 hours doing this. 2 hours is okay, 3 hours is a little bit, it's pushing it a little bit too much. Only reason I'm doing 100 today is because I missed yesterday. And you make up for it a little bit because I've been trying to do like 50 a day. It's about an hour. Which is, it's not great, but it's not unreasonable just to do an hour a day. I think I calculated it out because I needed 10k with this new achievement. It was gonna take me like 6 months if I went on a pace of like 50 a day. Like 6 months and some change. Yeah, so I made a save file so that I could you know, have all these things, like I could use the intuition and the magicite and a sight basically. Because I don't think there's a faster way to do this achievement other than that, because I think that someone was saying like they had a Palace of the Dead method that was pretty fast, like they would go through the floors. But like they said that doing 10k would take like 200 hours, which is slower than the pace I'm going at, so I'm assuming that this is faster than whatever they were planning on doing. But yeah, you basically have to make the save file. So I probably, you know, during this current save file, because I deleted it when I finished my 20k like a long time ago. But I made this save file, and it took me like maybe an hour of legwork to, you know, get all the magicite and everything prepared for this. And I've used this save file like 100 and or 1,500 times, I think. Oh, more than that, because I keep leaving the zone. Yeah, but you can just use it over and over again to farm these hoards. Obviously, you don't get anything from it because you know, you find the chest and you leave. So it's, I mean, but it is basically the fastest way to do specifically this achievement that I know of. There might be a faster way, but no one has told me a faster way. So if you really do want the Hoard achievement, the 30k, you just make a save file. I did it on Dancer so I could get 2, I think it's called Honor Vaunts. Yeah, Honor Vaunt. I get 2 of those dashes along with Sprint to, you know, run around the zone. There might be some better job to do with movement tools, like maybe Picto is better now, because I know they have the dash thing. But I don't know what level that is, and I'm not gonna make a new save file to go on Picto. I don't know if it's gonna save me that much time to do that, so. Should have thought of it when I made my save file. And luckily I haven't deleted my save file, which is one of the things I did for the first 20k. I did at least like 3 times, is accidentally delete my save file, which is always very annoying when I did it. Luckily, so far I have not done it, but I'm always afraid that I'm going to, and it's probably bound to happen, because I'm just clicking through buttons and going, you know, trying to go brain off trying to do this, but going brain off means I'm not looking at the menu super carefully, and it wouldn't surprise me if I'm just clicking through and I accidentally hit the button too many times and I delete my save file. Here's to hoping it doesn't happen though. I would appreciate my dumb brain not doing that. It probably helps that this time I'm not like... So, the last time I was doing the 20k Hoard that I was farming up for the Accursed achievement, I was usually working out, like I was doing like a treadmill or something in the middle of doing it, and I'm not currently doing that for these ones. Maybe I should. Maybe I should work out again while I'm doing this, but I'm currently not, and it probably helps that I am not doing it for the fact that I'm not deleting my save file yet. Because it's a lot easier for me to like misclick my buttons if I'm like in the middle of like using the treadmill. But yeah, I'm just grinding this out. Not the funnest thing, but not the worst. And if I get like too bored, I can always watch a show on the side while I'm doing it. It does slow me down a little bit when I do that, but like not that much. Probably adds maybe like 10 minutes to every like 100 or so. Usually because I'm missing, you know, one of these horrors, I just walk past it because I'm not paying 100% attention. Or I'm just clicking menus a little slower. Even then, I don't even think I missed like 10 minutes. It's not usually that bad. Yeah, there's some days where, like, if I just do not have anything to watch, it's just driving me insane. I think the last session I kept myself sane by, you know, just talking to myself, and I was also breaking it up by going and doing the pot achievement in Occult Crescent. I was going out like every, you know, 20 minutes or so and doing the pot, getting the pot, coming back. But that time I was, you know, I didn't have to watch anything, but like everything before that, like the days before that, I usually had to watch something to get myself to go through and actually, you know, not drive myself insane of boredom. I'm probably at pretty decent pace right now. Like it's been 22 minutes and I've gotten 22, so oh no, it's 25 minutes. So I'm a little bit off pace, but not too far off of what I would normally be at. Yeah, I think the pace that I can usually get to is about 1 per minute. Like, I think like if I have a really good day where I'm not getting unlucky, I can get a little bit over, you know, 60 like every hour. Obviously, every little thing kind of changes that. If I'm unlucky, then it'll slow down. If I'm, you know, watching something, it will slow down. I mean, like, 10,000 is a lot, but it's also... Its achievement's not as bad as some others that are in this game, like the moon one I have my own complaints about, but that one takes a long time too. But I guess people don't mind crafting as much. And I guess you're not only just doing it for the Hoard, you're doing it for like Gil and stuff. This one is just kinda, you're not doing it for anything else but the achievement. Yeah, like, I think this getting 10,000 Hoard probably takes less time than doing the stuff on the moon, or I guess like Mentor Roulette. There's other achievements that are much worse, but this one's up there with one of the worst types of achievements that there are in this game. But I am persistent enough that I'll do a little bit every day and it will get done. Maybe some days I'll do more than just 50, or more than, you know, more than a pace of 50 a day. Yeah, like, I was lucky with, like, the leave quest achievement. I had some of the leave quests done, I think, during 1.0, but I still had to do a lot of them in 2.0, but those ones took a while because, you know, they only recharge like 100 every 2 weeks. They aren't too bad to actually do. Yeah. 1.0, the leave quests were different, and I had a decent amount done. But I definitely had to grind a lot in 2.x. Like, probably the vast majority I did in 2.0, or 2.0 and beyond. I just had a good, like, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 head start when I came into 2.0. But I know, like, I did the 5,000 crafting one pretty early on. So the battle ones are slow, but like, I did most of the battle. Oh, that was really slow too. Oh, in 1.0, yeah, everything in 1.0 was... People have nostalgic memories of how great 1.0 was, but like, yeah, the battles are just absolute garbage in that game. All the menus were really slow. I think the netcode that they used in that game is just pretty awful. Like, they had some interesting ideas in 1.0, like, especially towards the end. Like, I kind of like the combo system. I didn't really like throwing tomahawks for TP and stuff. Yeah, you couldn't jump, but they did have some interesting fights, like the last fight that they added in 1.0 was the Nail Vandarna's fight. And it had a lot of verticality to it, like you had like their arena, but they had stairs on their arena, and then they had like a top area where you would fight Nail. He was like charging something, and there was like meteors that were dropping from the sky, and they were coming from like a z-axis, and like you basically had to have your thaumaturges like in the middle platform where they would have to target the meteors from up above to like break them before they crash down to the ground, because if they crash down, you know, they would hit you. But like I thought that was interesting that they did the verticality type of things, and they like haven't done anything like that since. But I always thought that was like a neat way to deal with mechanic. Oh, there's a Hoard here. Yeah, I mean, that was really the only real kind of stick out, oh, that's cool, I wish they kind of would do that again type of thing that 1.0 did. A lot of the other fights are kind of like, oh, no, there's a few other things. So, like, during FFXIV, they kind of had, like, break mechanics, like, where you would take a warrior to do slashing damage, and, like, you would have to position yourself, like, in front of Ifrit and do some type of slash damage with a weapon skill to break his horn. And that was, like, one of the main things you had to do during FFXIV, is break the horns as, like, a warrior. And there's just, like, nothing kind of, like, unique like that in, you know, A Realm Reborn and beyond. Trying to think of other kind of, like, neat things that 1.0 has, or that, like, the rest of the game never, like, implemented again. Combat-wise, I can't think of much, but there's other things that, like, 1.0 did that I kind of wish were in the game, like... Oh, crafting was absolute garbage. Absolute freaking garbage during 1.0. I am glad that is in the past. I have a whole rant about 1.0 crafting, because, like, I came into 1.0 and for, like, the first week of the game, week or two of the game, like, I wasn't doing much, like, killing things, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a crafter, and I'm gonna craft everything. So I was spending you know, the first, like, 2 weeks I was playing that game, just crafting, and the menus were just so bad and so laggy that when I got to recipes that required, like, 7 different ingredients, and I had to click through the menu, it drove me absolutely insane. And it got me to stop playing the game for, like, 4 months or whatever. And then I came back eventually and made a new character, but it was so bad. I think you had to pick a battle class, but, like, I definitely played as a crafter more than I did as Discipline of War and Magic. I definitely made a decent amount of gil for the first 2 or 3 weeks and just doing crafting, but yeah, it drove me a little bit crazy doing so. It just got to the point where the recipes were just so agonizing just to sit there and hit, you know, just hit all the menus, and it would just take, like, it felt like 10 minutes to just click through the menus and get the crap all, like, put into place. We actually were on, so everything from 1.0 going into 2.0, it was cut down to where you would only have 1/10 of your guild. So some of us had, like, you know, 300 million. So, you know, we would start off with 30 million or something like that. I think I had 100 million or so, and I started, or maybe I had less. I don't remember, but I think I started off with like 5 or 10 million coming into 2.0. I know one of my friends was guild capped 3 times over, but he still came into 1.0 or 2.0 with like maybe 300 million gil. Maybe not that much. I just know he came in with like a decent amount of gil. I mean, I think there's people who are making like really good gil, like even at the start of 2.0, just doing random stuff. But yeah, coming in with the extra gil was pretty helpful. I also came in with like a ton of materia, which was actually very useful because like I think all the materia that was from 1.0 turned into this stuff called cracked materia, and you can trade in your cracked materia for actually like pretty useful materia when the game came out. So like I had just a bunch of just really cruddy materia, but they're all like, you know, max. There were like 4s at the time, which I think was the max, and it got me a pretty penny in 2.0 because I held on to all of that. I think there was like my friend from who also had the like 300 million. He had a lot of dark steel, and I think dark steel was actually worth the gil coming into 2.0, and he just had a bunch of it sitting around, and he was able to sell some of that too. Uh, 1.0 certificate, I don't know what I might have that. That came with a box, right? And yes, I do have a tattoo on my character. I can show you right now. See, that is the good old legacy tattoo. You know what's funny is that there's only one retainer that I have, but it also has managed to get a legacy tattoo. I should just show you it. It's a weird Easter egg that I found out one day, and I was just like, huh, that's really strange. Why does my character have a legacy tattoo on it? My retainer. Let me go here. Yeah, this is the only retainer, and I only have one. I was very confused by it. Let's see. Here, I'll take something out really quickly and show you. I think, I don't know if I took it. Yeah, here we go. So this character, yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Let's see. Can I change the gear? Let's see. I guess I would have to take it off, but you can kind of see it through the scarf. Yeah, you can see it right here, the legacy tattoo. And it's very strange, and I don't know why this character has a legacy tattoo. This is my retainer for 1.0, and it just has a legacy tattoo, and I'm like, okay, that's very strange. And I've asked other 1.0 people if they have it, and like I think maybe one of them does, but I don't know exactly what triggered it. But I've only met one other person who has a legacy tattoo on their retainer. Yeah, I don't. Well, like I said, I have another retainer that I have from 1.0. I have multiple retainers from 1.0, and like none of them have that legacy tattoo except for that one. So I don't know why, and I don't know. I don't know. I just like legitimately don't know why that one has it. Yeah, it is. It's a special retainer. I can't change it. It's always my like fun Easter egg to tell people is that like there are some retainers with a legacy tattoo, and people are just like, what? When I tell them that. Because it really is kind of like a super rare Easter egg. Like I think it took me like 7 years to just put my retainer out in the yard and be like, huh, that's strange. Why does my retainer have a legacy tattoo on it? And then I went on like a mission to find and see if any of my other characters that I know I had retainers on and 1.0 had it, and none of them did, and it was just that one. I would like to see another retainer with one, because I still have not seen another retainer that has one except for my one retainer. I have to imagine that there is, but I've never seen it other than my one retainer. And I asked a lot of people who played 1.0, and like I asked them to check, and I don't think I got anyone who said that they did. Yeah, who the heck knows? I don't know what triggered it. I swear I had other retainers I made during 1.0 and none of them had it. That one's just special. I was also thinking, like, when I came into 2.0, I just, like, kept that retainer exactly how it looked in 1.0. Like, I was like, he's a funny looking guy. I don't need to, like, edit him at all. So maybe that's why I kept. Because I think you could edit the appearance if you wanted to. Yeah, it's a mystery. It's too much of like a rare Easter egg that I can't really confirm or test it or anything. I thought about it. I don't think I'm going to this year. I went to the first 2 years and I haven't gone since. Yeah, that's one of the reasons, but it is in Anaheim, which is closer to me than Vegas, but I would still probably have to get a hotel. I could probably drive there, but I still, like, $250 for a ticket for FanFest sounds like a little bit too much, to be perfectly honest. I would want to go with my husband, and that would be like $500. Though he's a official Final Fantasy XIV hater, so I don't know if you'd even want to go. You'd want to probably go to Anaheim and probably go to like Disneyland or something. I remember FanFest tickets used to be like $120 or something like that for like the first year. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was definitely pretty reasonable as far as ticket prices went. And like, we got a t-shirt, like the Odin t-shirt, and we got a little swag bag. But $250 seems like a little bit too much for... I mean, it's in Anaheim this time, so maybe they won't screw it up as much, but like, I didn't go to the last FanFest, but I heard it was like a disaster. So... And the first two FanFests were not great either, but I think it just got worse. So my friend said it was like 100-degree heat, and you had to wait in a line outside, and I know there's other things that happened, like someone was going around with COVID and they wrote a comic about it. I don't know, something like that. But it sounded like a time where I was just like, I'm kind of glad like I didn't really have a desire to go in the first place. Because it didn't sound like it was great. Yeah, that sounds awful. I'm hoping that Anaheim, since they're doing it at the convention center, will be better. But, and I'm guessing that they are hiring a company that they are better acquainted with, because I know that Square Enix is in California, so hopefully they can get like a company that they actually know locally. Yeah. So if I do go to FanFest, which I don't think I'm going to, hopefully it will be a better time. That price tag though, it's too much, and I don't think I want to spend $250 for it just to like, you know, sit in a line. That being said, it is fun to see like people that you know, that you've been playing with for a long time. Like, I had a blast with the people from my free company, because we were all playing still at that point, like all the people in my free company, and we got to meet and we got to just hang out. That was more of like the, you know, the fun of FanFest, was just hanging out with them. I forgot when they started doing FanFest. I know that they had the Odin fight, which is brand new at the time. That was the first year that I won, because I still have the t-shirt that's like the I Beat Odin t-shirt. And then I think the second year is when they introduced the, I want to say it's like a Proto Ultima fight, and then they added it to the middle of like the Dunescape Raiders. I don't know why they did that, but I remember both those fanfests were pretty fun, hanging out with my free company. You know, but that was really the highlight, was just hanging out with them, and not so much, you know, FanFest itself. FanFest itself was kind of, to be fair, you know, pretty lame in general. Like, we got to see the cosplay contest, you got to go to the concert, but was it worth going to Vegas for? And then, on top of that, like, from what I heard, like, from the third FanFest onwards, like, it sounded like, you know, the lines, and it was hot, and it wasn't well managed, so I was okay with skipping it. If, so I think I did the lottery for it. I don't know if I win, or won, like, a reserve spot. Like, I am thinking about going, but I still don't think I'm gonna go. But I think maybe this time I'll just like see if they got better with their FanFest, and then if it seems to have drastically improved and they do it in Anaheim again, then maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go to the one after, because it's a little bit too I don't know. FanFest's a little bit too jank for me to want to spend my money on, to be perfectly honest. At least the biggest one. Now, if it was $100, I would actually consider it. $250 though, $250 is too much. At least in Anaheim you have, well, Vegas you have a lot of like other stuff to do in Vegas. Mostly gamble. But I mean there's things to at least go and see. Like I got to, you know, I got to experience Vegas for, you know, the first time and the second time since I went there twice. But I know Anaheim has like other things, like you could go to Los Angeles, you can go and go to Disneyland. Go to Universal if you want to drive that far. I don't know exactly the layout of Southern California too much, but I do know that there's stuff to actually go visit down there. It probably... I've been to Southern California maybe like twice or 3 times in my life, and it's not the worst. It's definitely no Northern California. Northern California I know a little bit. I'm close to Northern California, but I'm in between. I'm in between Northern and Southern California, and it's hot here. But I'm 2 to 4 hours away from basically everything in California, which is nice. But I know Southern California gets friggin' hot. Central California is hot also, but oh yeah, the traffic there. Well, traffic in Northern California is awful too. Like especially around the Bay Area. I'll probably be going to the Bay Area tomorrow, actually, and I'm not enthused about the traffic. Well, I'll survive. At least I'm guessing the Bay Area will be cool at least. It's starting to cool down in Central California, so. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. I should probably see and if I need my rain jacket. Yeah, it's just over and over again. It's a little bit like muscle memory. I can do it pretty fast. I don't have to pay too much attention to it. I was definitely getting a long streak of no Hoard for a little bit there. Usually, if I was just solely focused on getting the Hoard, I would start complaining about how the game is not giving me any Hoards, and I have a theory that if I start complaining, I'll just get it. The game will grant me my wish of getting a Hoard if I complain about it. It's been about an hour, so I should probably have like 45 done, because I did do that little check of seeing my legacy tattoo. Let's see, how far am I? Yeah, 45. I'm pretty on the ball with that. So, almost halfway there for today. I'll get there eventually. It's not going to take me too much longer, just probably just an hour long. And then I'm done, and then I'll just do 50 tomorrow, or 100 the day after. Depends how lazy I am tomorrow. I do have stuff to do. Like I said, I had to go to the Bay Area. It's a bit of a drive. So it does seem like I've been getting a little bit unlucky today with the Hoard, as far as like not getting them as often as I would like. See? Not getting Hoard. They are hiding. Oh, see, just complain and then he'll start getting them again. See, my theory works. Just when it doesn't work, and then it doesn't work, but you know what? I'll just pretend like it works every single time, and it will work eventually. It's not so bad now. I'm getting a few more than I was before. Still think I'm probably... Oh, I'm exactly halfway there. At least this is very predictable with like kind of the pacing. I know it's not exactly like, you know, one every minute. Like there's obviously minutes where I'm just not getting any at all, and then there's some minutes that I'm getting like 2 a minute. But I know it's averaging about, you know, 50 to 60 an hour. So it's, you know, I can say like I'm gonna spend like an hour a day and I'll get 50 done. Some of these achievements is like there's no, like I will just sit there and be like, okay, there's gonna be no progress because I'm doing front lines, and you're gonna lose and I'm not gonna get any points and I'm gonna hate it. I am gonna up my pace though eventually, just not until well, actually I don't know if I'm gonna up my pace. I'm trying to think like, so 7.4 is gonna come out, and I'm probably gonna take a break from farming the Hoard when 7.4 is out. Honestly, I might take a break sooner because I'm gonna be doing the quantum fight for Deep Dungeon, like twice a week I think coming up here. And I'll probably, you know, I might not want to farm the Hoard. We'll see. But I know for 7.4 I'm going to take a break, at least for a few weeks, to, you know, do Savage and do new content and all that stuff. But if I don't have like a ton of these grindy achievements like I do currently, I'll probably up my pace from doing like a 50 a day to like 100. Yeah, I know. I'll do what I need, but like for me getting these just like making a schedule and trying to get these done slowly is the only way I'm going to be able to get them done, period. I know before I had like a whole like schedule planned out where I think the last time I did like the Hoard my pace was definitely more. I think I was doing like 120 a day at a minimum because I wanted to get it done within like 3 months or something. I know I calculated it out. I just like, okay, I need to do at least this much a day, and I need to do it, you know. And if I want to do a little bit more, then I can, you know, subtract a day or two. And I usually went more. But I also didn't have like moon achievements or what's the other grindy one that I'm doing right now? The pot fate from a cult. I didn't have like other like super grindy things that I was working on at the same time. I think the only grindy things I had to do really was things that like front lines where I just don't want to do it. Oh, there's no Hoard. There's no Hoard on this floor. Whoops. There is Hoard on this floor though. Alright, well thanks for coming in and chatting with me while I do this. Have a good night. Now is the time when I keep looking at my progress and hoping it's over. I might watch something. We'll see. $40 left, so that means I would have time to watch like 2 TV shows if I wanted to. Or one 40-minute long TV show. The choices. Or I could sit here and see the Hoard. I know it's nearby. I heard the sound. There we go. I found it. Heard the sound there too. I guess that will be done before 2. At this point, I'll probably be able to do 1 minute. have probably like 30 more to go, and I'm falling asleep. Why am I not getting the Hoard? I need more Hoards. Please give it to me. Freaking Square Enix. Bless me with more Hoards so I can get this done sooner. There you go. Complaining you shall receive. $31, so I've upped my pace a little bit. Or this will be 30. Yeah, it's not giving me any Hoards. Why? Why game? Give me some more Hoards. I don't want to have bad RNG luck. Please RNG me now. You game, you have not done as I wish. I disagree. Please give me the Hoard. I disagree again. How many times can I disagree with you before you give me a horde? That's at least 2, probably more, because I think I started complaining like after 2 or 3. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you, game. I appreciate you. Only need 27 more. That 27 went to 26, I'm guessing. Oh, I think that thing ruined my pacing too. Oh no. I was up in my pacing and now I'm about the same. Okay, there we go. Okay, this will put me 1/4 of the way there. Or 1/4 left. My goal. Haha! Success. I have gained a horde. But what room is it in? Is it in the room to the north? Or have I made a mistake and it's the other room? It is this room to the north. I am right. I have gotten lucky. So I think my pace is better now. Yep, it's definitely better because I just got another horde. There's only one way to go. I have no choice, and I see it. Hello, horde. I see you. I'm going to get you now. Now I just have to be lucky for all the rest of them, and then I'll get done before 2. Have like a few extra minutes. I'll be super proud. But well, not really proud, but super happy. What is there really to be proud about for this achievement? It's nothing to be proud about. It is the achievement that says I have tested my patience, and I have a lot of patience to do mundane tasks over and over and over again at decent paces. We'll see. Hey, why are you not giving me any hordes? I would like a horde, please. Please horde me. Horde me now. Me needing horde right now. Nope. Game. Please. Please give me a horde. I would like one. I would like to, Nope. Hate you. I really do. I just want another horde, please. Man, I'm having terrible RNG luck right now. But if I complain enough, then eventually I will get a Hoard. It just doesn't seem to be working very well right now. Again, no Hoard. Man. The other tactic I can use is I'd just say, okay, I give up. Never gonna get a Hoard again. And then it will happen. I haven't fully given up though. That's the problem. These are secrets to how you beat RNG. Apparently I am failing at beating RNG though. That's been like, I feel like that's been like 10 times so far. Hoard, why are you being so mean to me today? Oh, thank you. Finally. You have listened to me. You have finally given me one Hoard. Am I still on pace? I would need to be like 21, 22? No, I'm no longer on pace. That was a really bad streak though. It heard me. It heard that I was on pace, and then it was like, haha, guess what? I'm just not gonna give you the Hoard for like 10 times the enter. I think it's in the key room. I heard the sound. So therefore, I believe it's on the other side near the key room. That's what I think. Because I did not see it in that room. Oh, it 100% is in the key room. Unless I'm blind. Which is very possible. Oh, yeah. Here we go. See, key room. Key room. Sound. Here, I'm making up time. It's just gonna keep giving me the Hoard now that it had that really bad streak of just like not giving me a single Hoard for like 10 entries. The wrong direction. Give me more Hoards. That's 2. Three. 4. Oh, I said 4 early and I still didn't get it. Okay, so let's see if the 5th one's the charm. Nope. 6. We're gonna go 6 and 0. 6 and 1. Nope, not on the 6. Man, my RNG is dog poop. Seven. Nope. Oh man. What about 8? Is 8 gonna be my lucky number? Nope. 9 is actually my favorite number, so it should give it to me on my 9th, right? 9? Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. I have been blessed by lucky number 9. Now I continue this this good streak now. 9 is pretty freaking bad though. Why is my RNG just so garbage right now? Nope. That's 1. Okay. Only need 1 that time. I'm only like 2 minutes behind now. It's not bad considering I had 2 just awful streaks basically in the last like 20 minutes. Aha! Oh, and it's close to. That's good. Making up for some lost time. Nope. So that's 1. Only 1 that time. Good. And it's in the second room. That's good too. Nope. Well, that's 1. So 1 is alternating now. 1 and then none and then 1 and then none. Much rather this than getting 9 and then 1. Oh, my pace is almost back. Only a 3 room too. We're back in business. We're above our pace. Just until we get a really bad RNG spike. Okay, 1. Okay. And it's popped close. I heard it. Let's see if RNG is gonna screw me over. Nope. We're good. Oh, and it's only a 3 room too. Even luckier. I picked the wrong room though. I only need 12 left. Got another one. Okay, it's not in that corner I thought it might be. $11. After this, it should be 10. It's all the way in the back room, it seems. Unless I'm blind, which I am. Where is it? Oh, my silly mistake has put me behind. I can't even blame RNG right now. Where is it though? Yes, I'll kill you later. I'll find the Hoard first. Oh, it's back behind that rock. So I screwed up my own pacing there. So I added an extra minute of time, but I got lucky. I see it this time. I'm not 100% blind like I was last time. That should be 9 left. Lucky again. I think I heard it too, so it should be in the key room? I'm gonna check south, even though I think it's in the key room. Because, you know, I can always be wrong, and then I wasted time backtracking, but it's not. It's in this room right here. I think that puts me at 8 left. Get lucky with RNG again. I like being lucky. Okay, after I get this one, is up for me at 7 left. Yes. Six left. I'm ahead of schedule again. Haha, until I get a streak of another like 10 RNG not giving me anything. We'll see. Well, that's one. Oh, here we go. We got another one. Straight shot, too. I can't possibly miss it unless I'm blind, which I'm not, because I see it right ahead. I think that puts me at 5 left. Oh, lucky again. And 4 left. This will put me at 3 left. Very last possible room for me to check. Heck yeah. RNG is being kind to me. This will put me at 2 left. Okay, 1 left. Will RNG be kind to me? I will get it done before 2. I was a little worried I wouldn't, but I actually gained a lot of time in this last like 10 minutes. Plus this is gonna screw me over. We'll see, I only need 1 left. Ah, haha, okay. We're done. I have to get this one, I think. Double check. Yep, it looks like just this one and we're done. For 2 a.m. Heck yeah, that was the goal. Get it done before 2. I have like 3 minutes to spare too. It was looking pretty bad when I got those streaks of like 9 that were just not giving me anything. Look at that. Goal is complete. And that took me the stream has been on for an hour and 48 minutes, so like 8 minutes longer than the pace of like 1 a minute. And I even did like some extra stuff like sitting before I even started going, and then like going and checking my retainer and stuff. So yeah, good pace today. I will maybe do it tomorrow, probably do 100 the day after, though I'm trying to think. So tomorrow I got stuff to do in real life, and then Thursday I'm doing quantum. So I'm just gonna try and do 50 so I don't have to just worry about it on the day I want to do quantum for the first time. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. If you're watching, I'll see you another day. We'll keep doing this until we're done. Maybe not, maybe I'll take a break between it, but I'll get it done eventually. So, see ya!